Welcome back to Jackals TV, and today we're watching the Jackals take on the Blades Hockey Club on February 18th. These two teams met just 4 games ago. That game was a 4-3 victory for the Blades, so the Jackals will be looking to bounce back from that and get a win here today. The Jackals are going to be down 4 players in this game. David, Rob, Bruce, and Gary Pabla all unavailable to play today. Brad Haber was called out to play this game, but broke his skate in the warm-up. You can see them there on the bench at the gate talking to Trevor. He's unable to play due to that broken blade, even though he did attend and attempt to play this game. And with that, let's go see what happens. We're going to start off with the Blades having the puck in their own zone. They're going to make one pass in the middle and then another one up to this player on the blue line who has space, goes in all alone, puts it over Trevor's glove, but off the crossbar and out the other side, remains scoreless. Face off again deep in the Blades zone, and again the puck's going to come back the other way. It's a 3-on-2 for the Blades, and they're going to drop that puck and leave it for that player. Throws it towards the player on the far side, but instead it hits Bob's stick, bounces down and through Trevor. So an own goal there puts the Blades up 1-0. And here they come again, looking for a second one. That play's going to go around Jair, go to the left, try to outweight Trevor, but he stays strong and stays with it and keeps it 1-0 into the second period. And we see penalty trouble for the Jackals early in the period, just on the edge of the screen and off the screen. Jair attacking on the forecheck. That player goes down, so it looks like maybe that was a hooking penalty. So Blades to the power play, and a give and go here, and the shot, a nice save by Trevor, and that player can't quite corral the rebound, so he's going to reset and look to work it around again. And as this player has it at the top of the crease, goes to the right side, shot on net, rebound pops out, and that gets swept on net, and Trevor keeps the leg down low and makes a save. And there's another shot towards the net, and yet another save from Trevor. So a lot of saves there to keep this a 1-0 game and help kill that penalty. And then going back the other way, there's Dar in alone on the right side, gets a shot off, but the Blades goalie makes a save. Blades now coming down the left side. He's going to get forced wide around the net, then sweeps it in front of that player who is all alone and does get to direct it towards the net, but Aaron does well to use his size and strength to prevent that from being a better opportunity, putting some weight on that player's stick. So then here's Daryl. He's going to race past that player whose pass went by him. He's going to go in alone on the breakaway, and he's going to put it high over the glove, and the Jackals have tied this game back up at 1. Jackals now looking for their first lead of the day, and they're going to get an opportunity here as this player tries to put it up ice, and it hits Darwin in the pads, and he's going to go in all alone, and a swing and a miss there on the breakaway. A lot of times a play like this will fool the goaltender, and it'll still go through him, but the puck just happened to be going too slow this time, and so he does cover it up. And then we're going to see a turnover right here. Daryl in front and off the crossbar, as you could hear. So that's a crossbar at that end for each team now, and the game remains tied. Daryl keeps coming, though. Here he goes down the left side. You see him looking. He makes a great backhand pass across to a streaking Darwin who goes in all alone, gets a good shot off. The rebound goes out just out of the reach of Chris Duhar. So then the puck's going to go back the other way. A stretch pass that's going to go around Aaron. That player's going to go in all alone the breakaway. Tries to go the backhand. Looked like he had some space, but Trevor keeps the leg down and makes a nice save. And again, it's still 1-1. Next up, a failed one-timer here by Bob that's blocked in front. And that player has the presence of mind to hit that streaking player who's on a breakaway. But look at that speed from Daryl to get back and disrupt that play. But he gets a bit of a slash on the play. And it's going to be a penalty to Daryl there as the end of the second period. So we move to the third, still 1-1. Blades now on that power play, and they're going to work it around over to the right side. Take the shot, and that looks like it hits the shaft of Trevor's stick as it was going to the top corner before Bob swats it to the corner. So that ends up killing the penalty, still 1-1. Blades have the puck on the left side, and they pass it in front. It goes through the intended passer right to another guy all alone in front. He gets a good shot on net, but Trevor again makes a save. Jackals win a draw in their own zone. Bob moves that puck up to Chris Weeger. He's going to streak down the left side. You see Jay coming in on the right, so he's going to crisscross and end up picking up that loose puck. Then get a good backhand off up high. Goalie juggles it a little bit, but ends up covering it up before Chris Weeger can find the rebound. So Blades now at center, and they're going to make this little giveaway to Daryl, and then he's going to go around that player and end up on a breakaway, at least partially. Gets a good backhander off, but a save and cover up by the Blades goalie. Now here's Bob, and he's got the puck at center, and he wraps it around hard around the wall. But watch in behind him. He doesn't see that player come off the bench and streak in behind him. And then the puck's going to get put past him all alone for a breakaway, and he's unable to find the Darryl-like speed to catch up. And that puck's going to get put up and over Trevor's glove with just 4.5 minutes left in the third period. And the Blades have taken a 2-1 lead. And just seconds later, the Blades are going to look to stretch this to a 2-goal lead. This player gets a shot on net. Nice save up high by Trevor, and then it bounces around in between his legs, and it is found and covered up before anything bad can happen. So here comes Aaron the other way. Takes the slap shot. It's deflected, and it's about to head in on the lower glove side. But as you can see, as we slowed it down, and the goalie reaches out with a stick and directs that off to the corner. Now we see the Jackals working hard on the forecheck. There's Jer with the puck along the wall, and as he goes out towards the point, that Blades player gets a stick into his feet and trips him up. So there's a penalty and a power play with just 3 minutes to go in this 1-goal game. So here's Darryl on the rush, on the power play. Throws it towards the net and misses, but it bounces right off the wall, back out front to him, and he pushed that 5-hole, but it stays out. And here comes John, the other one. He's going to find Darwin down low, tips it towards the net, but the goalie poke checks that away before it can turn into a dangerous chance. Power play continues. Here's Darryl moving the puck around. He's going to bounce it off the wall to Lloyd, who bounces it right back to Darryl, goes to the point, slaps it on net, and Chris Marshall's there with a big scream, but the goalie makes the save and turns it aside. So now with under a minute left, the Jackals have pulled the goalie, and they win this draw. Back to Darryl. Shoots it up high. Blocker save, gets directed to the corner, and then Lloyd throws it on net, and it comes right to Chris Marshall in front, off his skate to his stick. He sweeps it on net, but the goalie makes the save in that one last chance to tie this game up, and it ultimately ends a 2-1 loss for the Jackals. So let's have a look at the stats for this game. You see Darryl, the only point for the Jackals in this game. 6 shots on net as well. Darryl having a very big game. And then in net, Trevor also making 26 saves on 28 shots. So let's have a look now at the overall stats for the season. Of course, not a lot changing with just the 1 goal there by Darryl. So that's it for this game. The Jackals' next opponent will be the Shower Hogs, and we'll see you then.